Alrighty, so we just ended our last video on G, B flat, and D with the G in the right hand. We're going to go ahead and learn the left hand chords first because the right hand is super simple, I think even simpler than the first video, so we'll just do the left hand at first. So the chords, I'll break them down the first time through, and then the second time through I'll just play them without saying what they are, that way you can play along, and make sure you repeat the left hand as much as possible to figure out what your chords are, that way you're not fumbling when we try and put it together. So here we go. With the left hand it's G, A, and C sharp. Then we have F sharp, A, and C. Then F, A, and B. Then it switches just slightly to F, G, and B. Then we have A, B flat, and D, which is a chord we've learned already. And then it resolves to G, B flat, and D. And then we have G, A, and C sharp. And then F sharp, B, and C. Then F sharp, A, and C. Then F, A flat, and C. Then F, G, and B. So we're just kind of working our way down through the chords. Alright, I'm going to do it one more time real slow. I'm not going to say anything, and you can just follow along with what I'm playing. Very good. So make sure you go through that a couple times before you try it with this rhythm that we're going to be learning next. So remember, in the first video, the rhythm of the left hand was the short, long, short, long. Well, we still have something similar to that, but it's not exactly the same, and we have a lot of resolving where it's like the short, long, short, and then it resolves on the fourth one. So a lot of this pattern is we're going to have 3 of them and then a resolving chord at the end. But it's very similar to the first video. So our first chord is the G, A, and the C sharp. So we'll start really slowly with the pattern. So it'll be very good. Go ahead and do that a couple more times. Get the pattern and the rhythm just right before we add in the right hand. Now, the right hand, we'll go through just the right hand, but it's really simple. It's just like the first video, the first couple lines of the song. But instead of going from G and B, we're actually going to kind of move it down, and we're going to go between E and G. So it's going to be the same type of pattern, but instead of going, we're going to go kind of up and then back down. Like that. And then we'll do the same thing again. And again. And then one more time. So we're doing the same thing just 4 times through. And we're changing the chords in the left hand, which is going to make that progression sounding through the song. So let's go really slow. Remember, we just ended on, we had been going, and then we went through our chords from last time. And now we'll do some of the new stuff. So move your right hand down to the E and the G. And then we are going to be switching to G, A, and C sharp. So it's going to go like this, and I'm going to go really slow. the next video, the right hand continues on a little bit higher. Alright, so let's do that one more time at a little bit faster pace. So if you need to go through that first time, hands together one more time, just to get it a little better in your mind before we go any faster, then go ahead and do that. So let's see here. We left off right here on the last video. So get your hands in place. Very good.